Hey guys, welcome back. Once again, we are coming close to the end of the stream, but we still got two teams, and yeah, just very excited to show them off. These two teams are actually gonna be done back to back. So after the next team, the one after is just gonna be a video showcasing the game that has been prepared for you by the developers. So really exciting stuff, and yeah, just a reminder, these are all of our links, and this is our that is our ProtoPlay hashtag. Please use it on any social media if you are referring to our event. Yeah, and thank you so much for watching, and let's get on with it. On to our next team, which is Wordplay. Hello, hello.
Hi Bartek.
Hi there, how are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. So, let's talk about your game, about you and your team. Go ahead, introduce yourself, like I said, yourself, team, and your game.
Okay, so I am Akshay. I am basically leading Wordplay, our team. We are currently the four of us. So I'm basically handling the programming. We have a narrative designer, Farhana Khan. We have a conceptual artist, Amala Anthony, and our level designer, Herman Ho. And we have been working on this amazing project, Days Lost, for the last 2 months. And yeah, that's pretty much about us.
Awesome, very nice. So 2 months in development. Uh, what's the name of the game is Days Lost, correct?
Yes, it is.
Would you like to touch on the theme of the game and the name of the game? Because I have a feeling those have a very close connection, right?
Very correct. So, Days Lost is about a young woman who has recently lost her memory. And the idea is that she cannot remember anything about the last 14 days. So, what you are trying to do in the game is you are going through her diary entries and solving puzzles. And while solving puzzles, you uncover what happened on a particular day. So she basically lost the last 14 days, and you go through each and every day. You solve the puzzles on that particular day, and then you recover what happened.
I see.
So, so, so yeah, that's how the name has evolved to. It's basically the days that she has lost that you're trying to recover.
Yeah, yeah. Very right to the point. It's a very I would it's quite a smart concept. Uh, I like how it's actually referring to the real world situation with the with the pandemic on the newspaper we saw in the video.
Yeah, yeah. So we actually wanted to make something around this idea where basically we started working on this when we were in this very strict lockdown. We were not able to get out. A lot of people were having problems adjusting to this new sort of normal. So we wanted to do this and like incorporate some of the elements into our game. So if you look at the gameplay, you end up you find yourself sitting in front of a desk, looking at your diary. Although the emotions are completely different, you've basically lost your memory, but the basic elements of just being stuck in a room, not having to go out is like that's what we wanted to take out of the current situation.
I see. You're actually very much talking about what I was just gonna ask you, which was the inspiration for the game, but you pretty much explained it how it was almost related to like real life experiences to what everyone is going through, right?
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, as a team, we have all been so passionate about bringing new forms of storytelling to life. We have always been, passionate about narrative games, narrative experiences, not just games, experiences in other forms of media like VR, AR. So this is the sort of inspiration that was there behind the project.
I see. Awesome, awesome. Is there any what sort of genre are we actually looking at? If you were to, can you pinpoint any genre for your game actually?
Of course, of course. So it's basically a casual narrative puzzler. So you basically are going through the story of what happened and why the character went on the journey that she did. And there's these puzzles that are so closely intertwined into the story. So it's a game where you can just sit back, relax, solve the puzzles. The puzzles can be a bit challenging, but the overall experience is quite relaxing. So we're basically looking at a casual narrative puzzler.
I really like the fact that you mentioned that some of the puzzles are challenging, because I personally, as a player as well, I value when the games are challenging because it increases the sense of reward you get, right, when you complete it. And
Yes, exactly.
do you want to touch on that? Was that
Yeah,
something
of
you had
course.
in
So,
mind? Yeah.
yeah. So, the puzzles get challenging as you progress. So, if you look at the first day, the puzzles are quite simple. You're looking for quick wins, and you solve three or four puzzles, and you basically solve the level and see the memory. But as you progress, and as you might have seen through our gameplay, we've done two levels at the moment. So the second level is basically the sixth day in the memory, and that has a lot more challenging puzzles than the first level. So yeah, the puzzles get difficult as you progress, and the rewards are obviously you progress through the game, you unlock more of the memories. It's not necessarily just that one day that gets unlocked. There might be more that gets unlocked from the past. So yeah, like you said, it gets difficult and the rewards are more.
Yeah. No, I really welcome that in games. I think it in the narrative-driven games, I feel like there is a tendency to keep. I mean, if it's narrative-driven, you just want to experience it, and oftentimes there is no difficulty. But the fact that you included that is actually, I think it's quite good for the game, from my point of view at least.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, the feedback we've been getting has been really amazing. How the puzzles have been perceived, how they have played around with the story itself. So it has been really great how the game has come out.
Well, you seem very happy with the results. Then, what are you most proud of from all of this content you managed to produce?
Um, I guess it's just the whole experience we've been trying to, put together. It's amazing. It looks great. The all of the work that we have done as a team, it has been incredible. Um, the freelancers as well. There's been a couple of contractors that we have been working with. The voiceover artist, the sound designer, everyone. We've been working so hard the last 2 months. 2 months is a short amount of time, and making games is super hard.
Yeah.
So we are incredibly proud of ourselves, of what we have been able to achieve, what we have been able to do as a team. So yeah, I'm really excited to just get this out in the hands of the audience and see how they enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We got a question. What happens if there is a puzzle that's too difficult for a player to solve? And do you need all of them to actually complete the story? Do you need to complete
Uh,
all of the puzzles?
Yes, you do. So one level might consist of three or four puzzles. The order in which you solve those puzzles is not connected. You can solve them in any order you like. Some of them might need another puzzle to be solved in order for you to be able to solve it. Um, that said, if you do get stuck on a puzzle, there is a hint system in place. As you can see in the video, you basically see those dialogues popping up, which have these hints that you can access. We do need to work on the hint system a bit more because people do seem to get stuck because this level is incredibly challenging.
I
So
see.
we have been working on that. It's just a process. It's going to take a lot more feedback, see how it plays, how stuck do the players feel, or how easy it is. So, but yeah, the hint system is there. It helps, and it's just a process of basically making it more comprehensive.
Yeah, since we are on this topic, so have you actually had much feedback from the players? I mean, you mentioned you actually had a very positive response from the audience, but in terms of like development focused feedback, have you had much of that, or were people just happy with what you're producing?
So we've had both kinds. We've had a lot of bugs. We've had things that we never imagined would happen. We've had people progress to the second level without even playing this first level. So it's been all kinds of feedback regarding the product itself and regarding the development of it. Um, it's been great, and we've been taking all of that feedback into account and working on it really hard, changing the little things, fixing the bugs. Yeah, that's what the last 10-15 days have been like.
I see, I see. Um, yeah, that's awesome. It's really nice to see the engagement from the communities always, and I feel like it helps a lot
It,
with decision making.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it is because when you're working on a project, all of the team is so consumed by just working on it that we don't perceive how it's going to play when other people actually try it. So I think the first big step is when you are at that stage when you can put the product into the hands of strangers and see how they see it. That's the most important part. That's like the most important journey, part of the journey of a project. So yeah, it's been really amazing. We've had lots of feedback, and yeah, it's just been really great.
Yeah, some good tips for the game developers right there, I would say. Um, it
Yeah,
seems.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah. Sorry, go on.
Now you go on.
No, I was just saying we are all learning in this process as well. So yeah, it's just about learning from the failures and from the experiences. So yeah, it's been really great, and we were very thankful to Transfuser for that, for setting up this platform for us.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It helps to get the exposure for your project so easily, and you get that professional experience as well. You mentioned failures of your project, so I mean there is always things we learn from, right, and we improve or fix in the games we make, right? So what's one thing that you would actually change if you had the opportunity or time at your hands prior to where the
Um,
project is now?
so in the game itself, well, we've been changing the little things like the little interactions and stuff. But as far as the overall design is concerned, I don't think we would want to change a lot. In the development process itself, we might have wanted to know a bit about it before starting. So um, there was this point where we were doing the puzzles and they felt incredibly easy for the players to play, and then when we started playtesting it, uh, people wanted more basically. So that's when we had this, because we were operating on such a short window of time. We had this dilemma of whether to just keep going with what we had, or change the puzzles, make them harder, make them more fun, make them more challenging to play. And yeah, we eventually did end up changing them, and it has proved to be the right decision.
I see, I see. How did you find taking the feedback on board? Was your team open-minded, or did you feel like it's my baby, I want it done this way?
No. We've been quite open. We have been very flexible in terms of how we have been welcoming the feedback, because eventually we realize that it's not just us, the four of us that are going to be playing the game, or not even the, let's say, the 100 people that we have tried the game. We want to focus on the bigger audience. We want to focus on everyone who wants to try this game, and we want to basically resolve any problem that they would face. So we have been quite open in how we've been taking feedback, and for that we have been trying out various different approaches. So we've been sending the builds to random people, well, not random people, people who have signed up to try the game out
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
We've been having live play testing sessions where we actually watch the players play the game, because that I think is the most helpful of them all, because you can actually see what's going on. And if your team is watching and they can they see where the players are facing those problems, you can just get to work and fix those, and basically improve your game.
Yeah, it's a good approach. Very good attitude. Has the Did you have to make changes ever since you decided to enroll onto Transfuser and participate in ProtoPlay? Were there development choices you had to make, or were you right on the plan and on the schedule with everything?
We were not actually. We had to change quite a lot of things. Well, not quite a lot, but we did end up changing a few things. We had to, like I said, we had to change the puzzles because they felt too easy. We initially planned to go with 3 levels, but we instead ended up going with 2 levels and 2 interactive memories. Uh, at the start, we were thinking of 3 levels with just cutscenes of the memories or something, but we felt that if the memories are interactive themselves, it's going to be even more immersive for the players. So it's just been taking feedback, seeing how the experience is coming out, and then making those changes. So yeah, I think it's been working out quite well.
Awesome. That's very good. I mean, yeah, I think not just you, but all of the teams we had on board today, it seems like everyone has been open-minded to changes and the feedback of their projects, which I think I'm repeating myself, but it's really healthy for when you're working on a project. I think for improving it, at least.
Absolutely, especially when it comes to software or games, anything. You have to be really open, and I'm really happy to see that all of the teams that have been participating in Transfuser have been working so hard. I've seen a lot of people play test the games. They have had, like I said, video play testing sessions, um, Discord communities. So it's been really amazing. It's been a pleasure to just be a part of Transfuser this year.
I'm not sure if we touched on your target audience, have we?
No, we haven't. So what we are targeting is the sort of casual audience who likes to play puzzlers, um, in the age range of 25 to 45, because that's what we feel is the most ideal audience for us. People who like to just sit back, relax, just have their mobile phones or their consoles in their hands, and they just sit back in their couch on the bed, and they don't want something that is rather consuming for them. So yeah, that's the kind of audience that we're targeting.
I see. Awesome. Yeah. It seems like a very. You know what's your target market to. You got it quite pinpointed, which is good.
Yeah,
Uh,
we hope. Yeah, we hope to just build on it as we go. It's this basically. I mean, it's only been 2 months since we've been working on it, and um, we just hope to expand further, see how the experience plays out, and then adjust our target audience accordingly.
I think your artists did an amazing job for the time you had at your hands with.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, I think your artists of your project did quite an amazing job, given how much time you've had to create this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. As you can see, the game just looks so amazing, and it's been down to all four of us. But I can honestly say, our artist, Amala Anthony, she has done an absolutely amazing job. The amount of art that was needed, um, it was quite um, a mountain of a task, honestly, to begin with, and we were actually at a point where we were asking her if she would need help, if she would need any sort of contractor support going forward. But I mean, she's been incredible. She has just smashed it the last 2 months. So yeah, and as you can see, it just looks great. The whole game, the graphics, it's quite amazing.
Yeah, it looks extremely polished, you know? Looks like a, I mean, pretty ready project, I would go as far as saying that.
Well,
Oh,
thank you.
of course, just thinking now, has the. It seems like a game that is very engaging to the community. Have you had. Did the community throughout your development process, did it influence any design choices that you made?
So in terms of the overall design, like I said, we want to cater to the bigger audience rather than just be limited to a certain audience. So we've been taking feedback from various people as to how the puzzles are playing out, how clear it is, how the voiceover has been helping. Obviously, the voiceover also helps from the accessibility point of view. So it's just been a lot of interaction with the people, taking feedback from them, and yeah, they've been a huge part of this. Like I said, uh, we have been changing a few things uh, based on the feedback that we have received. So yeah, I think the community has been a big part of the development.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, it's often very helpful, and it's like a double-edged sword, I guess, with getting that influence from community, because sometimes you sort of question the design decision making, but then oftentimes it also just helps to achieve the product that you envisioned, and then by having that input from community, it helps to really tailor it for your audience, who are essentially your customers, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, I've been fortunate enough to work on a different number of projects throughout my career, and it's been amazing, given the kind of feedback that we've received, because the feedback has been rather incremental. Um, rather than anything else. So it's not been changed the whole game and like this doesn't work or anything. It's rather has been more to do with this part of the game is not clear to us or we're getting stuck here. So then we look into those problems and then basically work around that. So yeah, it's been luckily it has been really great for us.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. We're gonna be coming to a close with the interview, but I still got one important question. What's your plan and sort of ambition for post transfuser, post ProtoPlay? What are you looking to do with the project? What can we expect?
So the first step for us is to basically acquire some sort of funding to keep the development going. It's quite an ambitious project. We still have another year of development that we need to do before we can have a playable game in our hands. So it's a huge roadmap, and we would need the funds for that. So we are basically going to look for funds as soon as we're done with Transfuser, and yeah, that's like the first step that we have to take.
Awesome, awesome. If you manage to secure funds, do you have like uh, any milestones for the game?
Yes, indeed. So we're planning to come out with a vertical slice in January, and then have an early access September next year, which is basically 1 year from now, and
Awesome.
then prepare for a full launch at the end of next year. So December 2021 is when you should be able to enjoy this game and have it on your consoles or on your mobiles.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Well, I've linked all the socials in the chat for people to reach you out and stay in touch for future developments of your project. Anything else you would like to add before we finish off?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would just like to give a huge shout out to our team. It's been me, Farhana, Amla, and Herman. I forgot to mention Herman for the art. He has also done an amazing job with the 3D modeling, with uh, the whole setting up of the scene, everything. He's been helping up with the programming. So a huge shout out to all of us, and a good job to all of the other teams as well. Every single team, the content that they have been able to come out with has been really amazing, as we have been seeing all day. I've just been glued to the screen since 11 a.m. and in the end, thanks to Transfuser UK Games Fund for making this possible, for providing us with this amazing platform. It's not easy, especially given the current circumstances, and I mean they've done an absolutely commendable job. So yeah,
Awesome. Right. Thank you so much for the interview. It's been a pleasure to talk to you and get some insights about your game. So thank you so much.
uh, it's been really amazing. Thank you, Vatek. Thank
Oh,
you.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Um, Now that we finished with Wordplay, the stream is soon coming to a close. We got one more team, and this is gonna be like a cherry on top for our live streams, which are also happening tomorrow and on Sunday. So make sure to tune in from 11 a.m. Yeah, and the last cherry on top is a recording of the work that our team has done, and yeah, I hope you are gonna enjoy it. Stream is gonna end once the recording is over, so make sure to check out all the links and use the use the ProtoPlay hashtag on the social media. If you would like to easily access all the links that you see on screen, you can just scroll down to the panel section and just click on any of those buttons. Yeah, so that's gonna be us for today. After you see the video, the stream will go off, but it's gonna be back tomorrow. Make sure you are there, and thank you so much for the support and for watching today. Until tomorrow.
Wait.
What now?
Tell me.
Huh?
Who are you?
What? Oh well, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Michael Gordon from the Philosophy Guild.
I'm not asking what your name or position is. I'm asking who you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, deep down, you know. You're simply not him. So tell me, who are you?